Anybody contemplating retirement, I'm going to say, don't. I have watched aging very closely. I watched my parents, my in laws, a number of other friends, and there is a huge correlation between being mentally engaged, active, etc., and healthy and happy. And the day you start consciously slowing down and saying, I'm going to retire, and you stop engaging with the world and people, is when the rot and degradation sets in. So John Rockefeller, who he was a robber baron, but he said a lot of things which I admire. One of the things he said was, a man should die in the saddle. Okay, that was a metaphor for 120 years ago,
Sure.
but yeah, should be active till the end. Okay. And
Right.
he also said you should live your life so your last check bounces. Okay. So he had many little bits of advice which I've tried to sort of keep in mind. So I think the thing to realize is we're living much longer. A
Mm.
lot of people living, sort of tuning into this conversation, they're going to live into their 90s with any little bit of luck. And if you're going to live to your 90s, Abhijit, as you know, you have to be engaged and productive till you're at least 75 or so 80. And the beautiful thing is, there's more and more role models of people doing amazing things at a fairly advanced age. I derive great inspiration from Ashok Soota, who lives nearby in Bangalore. And Ashok started Happiest Minds at like 72, and he's a unicorn, and he's still going very, very strong. And I'm no spring chicken. I just turned 59 last week. And the way I feel is, look, everything that has happened in these years, 59 years, is learning, preparation for what is to come next. And the real big act is yet to come. Okay. Now, look, this may be a framing of my mind, and maybe that's true, maybe it's not true. But I think if you believe it, it happens. What you believe is what you achieve, is one of the quotes in the book. So what I'd say is, the time from the 50s to 75 is very often one of the best times of life. You don't have to prove that much to yourself or the world. Okay, you've realized your limitations and come to some terms with it. You made a little bit of money, or a lot of it, depends. But so you have now you start optimizing for the time that is left rather than achievement, right? And so you start doing things that you've always postponed. And at the same time, I think you can take on really meaningful work with a mission orientation. And that's what I've been doing for some years, and there's no slowing down. So this is what I call building a portfolio life. Some things which are, traditional and get you some money, if that's important to you, and it often is. Other things give you, learning, a sense of satisfaction from impact, working with younger people, coaching them, seeing them succeed, or whatever. So you do those things. And then this is also the time to climb what David Brooks calls the second mountain, which is the inner life, to begin to go inwards and ask yourself the big question, why am I here, and what is this life about, and all that stuff, which you don't frankly have any appetite for when you're 25 and 35 and going like a rocket. So so I think these stages are not new. Our Hinduism has 4 stages of life, the brahmacharya all the way to
Vanprastha and sannyas
and all that. So these are very, very analogous. You just have to apply it to a more modern context where we are living longer and there are more compulsions and pressures and social media, all that.